This video is going to cover orders of operations. What I want to start out by mentioning is an acronym called Pemdas. You probably heard of it, or please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. I'm going to go ahead and write it down right here real quick. So P is the parentheses. I'm going to shorthand some of this stuff. E is exponents. M is multiplication. D is division. A is addition. And S is subtraction. So what it basically is, orders of operations, is the operations in order that we're supposed to be doing when we are given an expression, an equation, you're working one side of the equal sign. This is the order that you have to go in and say to yourself every time you do a problem. So again, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and then subtraction. So let's start with number one, keeping in mind the acronym PEMDAS, P-E-M-D-A-S, or like I said, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally is another way that people learn it. So starting with number one, we go through the list. It says parentheses, the expression says in parentheses 30 minus 3 and then divide by 3. So we have to go through the orders of operations. So the first one is parentheses. Do we have parentheses? Yes. So we start with that. And then inside the parentheses, we go through the list again. Do we have parentheses inside the parentheses? No. Exponents? No. Multiplication? No. Division? No. Addition and subtraction? Yes. So we do the subtraction first. 30 minus 3 gives us 27, and you can keep it in parentheses. It's not going to change anything just because there's no other terms inside of the expression. So then we do 27 divided by 3. We end up getting 9. Okay, number 2. And I'm going to write equal signs on these just because it's the proper way to do it. Number 2. Parentheses 21 minus 5 and then divide by 8. So we start with the orders of operations again. Do we have parentheses? Yes. Inside the parentheses, do we have more parentheses? No. Any exponents? No. Multiplication or division? No. Addition or subtraction? Yes. So we do the subtraction. 21 minus 5 gives us 16 divided by 8. When we divide 16 by 8, we get 2 as our final answer. Number 3, 1 plus 7 squared. So we go through the orders of operation. PEMDAS again, parentheses, no. Exponents, yes. We have an exponent of 2 on the 7. So let's go ahead and rewrite everything. Deal with that 7 squared. We end up getting 49. Go through the orders of operation again. Parentheses, no. Exponents, no. Multiplication and division, no. Addition or subtraction, yes. 1 plus 49, we end up getting 50. Okay, number 4. PEMDAS again, parentheses no, exponents no, multiplication or division yes. So we do the 5 times 4 first, we end up getting 20, and then we write that minus 8. 20 minus 8 ends up giving us 12 as our final answer. Number 5. Parentheses no, exponents no, multiplication or division yes. So we do the 6 times 9 first. So let's go ahead and write that 8 plus 6 times 9 ends up giving us 54. Add those straight across, we end up getting 62 for number 5. Okay, number 6. Parentheses no, exponents no, multiplication or division yes. So we do the 17 times 5 first. When we do 17 times 5, we end up getting 85. So let's go ahead and write that 3 plus 85. When we add those, we end up getting 88 as our final answer. Number 7. 7 plus 12 times 11. Go through the orders of operation, parentheses no, exponents no, multiplication or division yes. So the first thing we want to do is the 12 times 11. We end up getting 132. So let's go ahead and write 7 plus 132. When we add that, we end up getting 139. Number 8. 15 plus 40 divided by 20. So orders of operation, parentheses no, exponents no, multiplication or division yes. So we do the multiplication or division, which in this case we have division. So we do 15 plus 40 divided by 20 gives us 2. When we add those up, we end up getting 17. Number 9. 20 plus 16 minus 15. So go through the orders of operation, parentheses no, exponents no, multiplication or division no, addition or subtraction yes. Because we have both addition and subtraction, the best practice is just to go left to right. So what we do is we do 20 plus 16, which ends up giving us 36, minus that 15. When we subtract 36 minus 15, we end up getting 18 as our final answer. Okay, number 10. I'm sorry, this is actually 21. 21. Number 20, 19 minus 15 minus 3. So again, we have just subtraction, so we can just go left to right. 19 minus 15 gives us 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3 ends up giving us 1 as the final answer. Number 11, 9 times, in parentheses, 3 plus 3 divided by 6. Orders of operation, we go, do we have parentheses? Yes. So now let's do the orders of operation again inside of the parentheses. Do we have parentheses inside the parentheses? No. Exponents? No. Multiplication or division? No. Addition or subtraction? Yes. So we do the addition inside of the parentheses. So let's go ahead and write 9 times 3 plus 3 gives us 6 divided by 6. Okay. Then what we do is go through the orders of operation again, and you can disregard the 6 in the parentheses. You don't have, there's no operations inside there, so you can just think of it as 9 times 6 divided by 6. Okay, so then we do the orders of operation again. Parentheses, no. Exponents, no. Multiplication, division, yes. So let's just go left to right. We get 9 times 6 is 54. Divided by 6. So what we end up doing, what we end up getting when we do that is 9. And I want to mention that if, let me do this in a different color to kind of show you a different order. Like I said in another problem, that if you have multiplication or division or addition and subtraction, the best practice to do is just go left to right. If that's all you have, multiplication or division, you can do either operation first. So instead of doing multiplication first and then division, if you just have multiplication and division in an expression, you can go in any order. So for example, what I did before was did the 9 times the 6 and then divide by 6. Well, let's just do 6 divided by 6 and multiply that number by the 9. So we end up getting 9 times 6 divided by 6 is 1. When we multiply that, we still end up getting 9, which is the same answer as what we got when we went multiplication first. So just kind of showing you that there's different ways to do it. Okay, number 12. In parentheses, 9 plus 18 minus 3 divided by 8. So orders of operation, we do the parentheses. Inside the parentheses, we just have addition and subtraction. So we do those first, but that's all we can do. 9 plus 18 is 27 minus 3 divided by 8. Again, doing the parentheses first. 27 minus 3 gives us 24 divided by 8. What we end up getting for this is 3 as our final answer. Okay, number 13. 9 plus 6 divided by, in parentheses, 8 minus 2. So let's do the parentheses first. So let's go ahead and rewrite everything. 9 plus 6 divided by 8 minus 2 gives us 6. Redoing the orders of operation, we go parentheses, we have, but there's no operation. Exponents, no. Multiplication or division, yes. We have the divided by the division, so let's go ahead and do that. We get 9 plus 6 divided by 6 gives us 1, equals 9 plus 1 is 10. Okay, number 14. 4 times, in parentheses, 4 divided by 2 plus 4. So let's go ahead and rewrite this, simplify it. So we do the orders of operation, parentheses, yes. Inside the parentheses, do we have more parentheses? No. Exponents, no. Multiplication or division, yes. So let's go ahead and do that. 4 divided by 2 gives us 2 plus 4, close parentheses. Again, we work inside the parentheses. 2 plus 4 gives us 6. 4 times 6 gives us 24. And I went a little bit quicker on that, just so we do more problems than just talking. So number 15, 6 plus parentheses 5 plus 8 times 4. Going through the orders of operation, parentheses, yes, and inside the parentheses we have addition, so let's go ahead and do that. 6 plus 5 plus 8 is 13 times 4. So now all we have is addition, subtraction, addition and multiplication. We got to do the multiplication first. So let's do 6 plus 13 times 4 ends up giving us 52. 6 plus 52 is 58. Okay, number 16. 6 times 6 minus, in parentheses, 7 plus 5. So we're going to do the parentheses first. Let's go ahead and rewrite everything else. 7 plus 5 gives us 12. 6 times 6 gives us 36 minus 12. 36 minus 12 ends up giving us 24. And that's our final answer. Okay, number 17. In parentheses, 9 times 2 divided by 2 plus 1. We have two parentheses, so we got to do them separate. So we do the first parentheses, 9 times 2 gives us 18, divided by the second parentheses gives us 2 plus 1, which is 3. When we divide 18 by 3, we end up getting 6 as our final answer. Number 18. 2 minus, in parentheses, 4 plus 3 minus 6. So again, we're going to do everything inside the parentheses first. 4 plus 3 gives us 7 minus 6. Do everything in the parentheses again. 7 minus 6 is 1. 2 minus 1 ends up giving us 1 as our final answer. Okay, number 19. 7 times 7 minus, in parentheses, 8 minus 2. Again, we're going to do the parentheses first. 7 times 7 minus 8 minus 2 gives us 6. Then we have to do the multiplication before we do the subtraction. 7 times 7 gives us 49 minus 6. What we end up getting for this now is 43 as our final answer. Okay, number 20. 9 minus 7 minus 6 divided by 6. Orders of operation says to do the division first, so we do 9 minus 7 minus 6 divided by 6 is 1. 9 minus 7 gives us 2 minus 1, which ends up equaling 1 for our final answer. Okay, number 21. In parentheses, 4 minus 1 plus 8 divided by 8 times 5. So we do everything in the parentheses first. Then what we have to do is go through the orders of operation inside the parentheses. Do we have parentheses inside the parentheses? No. Exponents, no. Multiplication or division? Yes. So let's do that. We get 4 minus 1 plus 8 divided by 8 is 1 times 5. Do the parentheses, all the operations in the parentheses. 4 minus 1 ends up giving us 3 plus 1 times 5. 3 plus 1 gives us 4 times 5. We end up getting 20. Okay, number 22. In parentheses, 10 times 2 divided by, in parentheses, 1 plus 1. So again, do the parentheses first. 10 times 20 gives us 20. Divided by 1 plus 1 gives us 2. 20 divided by 2 gives us 10. Number 23. 7 times 9 minus 7 minus 3 times 5. So let's do the orders of operation. Parentheses, no. Exponents, no. Multiplication, yes. So we do the 7 times 9 first. We get 63. Write everything else minus, and then you do the other multiplication. 3 times 5 gives us 15. Now we have 63 minus 7 minus 15. When we do 63 minus 7, we end up getting 56. And then when we do 56 minus 15, we end up getting 41. Okay, number 24. 8 minus 1 minus, in parentheses, 18 minus 2 divided by 8. So when we do the parentheses first, we have to write everything else minus 18 minus 2 gives us 16 divided by 8. 8 minus 1 minus 16 divided by 8. We have to do the division next. So we do 8 minus 1 minus 16 divided by 8 is 2. 8 minus 1 is 7 minus 2. We end up getting 5 as our final answer. And this was orders of operations pre-algebra.